Had to cut off your guys' conversations.
Yeah, that's alright.
Sorry,
You should cut off your hair.
Oh, that's actually. You want me to? I was gonna cut it off for the summer. I think was my plan.
Oh, really? Do what you want, bro.
I need to like get a pole.
Whatever you cut, just rock it and it'll look good.
I kind of feel like I'm at a good length now. I feel good right here. I enjoy this.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't like go outside or show anything.
I think I was really gonna make a poll on like my Snapchat or Insta and just be like,
you want us to talk about your hair?
Cut or not?
It looks fine.
Yeah. That's what we tell you.
I'm going for the Kramer look from Seinfeld. Going for Kramer. I got to get a little taller.
You know, Kramer resigned
from the show.
From the school.
Kramer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because they're looking for a new teacher. I thought for a second it was the other one, but it wasn't.
Yeah. But anyways, Devin, so you chopping it? Because I know you got it kind of trimmed. Like I feel like it's at its state where it was before you got it trimmed earlier.
Yeah,
in the summer.
I have a picture that my friend sent this video to me, and it was like a memory from 2 years ago. And I remember like looking at it, I'm like, that's my hair, bro. And I was like thinking about that. Oh.
Well, let me see that. Let me see that.
It's a tough photo
I
because
select words, but I can't say them.
The video is rough. Well, I'll show you the video. Hold on.
These pictures right there. Those are nice ones. Oh, while he's looking, Jacob.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are so glad to have you here today. We had a little hiatus, massively. I would call it a hiatus because we were all out doing other things.
Vacationing.
Stephanie, sure, yeah. Senior trip, Boy Scout trip, very busy. But we're back at it, back with the grind.
The G's.
Do we still have a pod that's unposted?
I think so.
I don't think so. I think I posted
so.
that one.
Yeah, because you should have posted 2, right?
We're a week behind. Sorry, guys. But we're working on it.
Just the one, because I never filmed that second one, remember?
I got you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not really sure what episode number it is. This could be 59, could be 58.
I think it's
61.
61?
No, it's just 60.
We hit our 60
No,
mark?
yeah, we did 60, because remember I said it's kind of a big deal. It's episode 60.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah.
Schmid.
So 61.
I think.
That's what we'll
I'll
go
check
with.
real quick.
Are we checking? Okay.
While we're loading, you can find our YouTube at Speaking Sporadically. We are working on some Spotify and Anchor problems. So there's a few people that brought it up to me that our podcast, our most recent podcast, has not been getting uploaded on Spotify. And I didn't know why that was, because we posted it to Anchor, which is our distributing platform, and everything was going good, and it said it uploaded. But the problem is there's 2 different ways you can do it on Anchor, and for some reason one way does work and the other way doesn't. Even though the way that doesn't work is like much better because we could put our ad in it and like make adjustments, but apparently it doesn't like it that way. So I went back to the old way and tried it, and I think it does work. So on Spotify,
well, the situation is like the one way distributes it to a bunch of podcast platforms with our ad.
Yeah.
But it doesn't distribute it to Spotify. The other way only goes to Spotify, but it does not have our ad.
We haven't really checked the others, to be honest.
Yeah. We think it only goes to Spotify, doesn't have our ad, but it's also video supported, so you guys can see us while listening on Spotify, or obviously, as you all know, you can close the Spotify app and just listen to the podcast, which is why a lot of people brought up concerns, because a lot of people like to listen to them at work.
Yeah. Spotify's way better because you get the best of both worlds when you don't have time for, to sit down and watch and all that fun stuff.
Sorry, I'm like,
it's not loaded.
I have to load it.
Oh, well.
Well, there it
is.
I should have just went to the last one. Yeah, it's 61.
61.
We're at 61. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I have that video pulled up. I'm going to mute it.
That's unfortunate.
Just because of reasons.
Okay, I know what. Yeah, checks out.
Who is that?
It's like, that's what my hair used to look like, and I kind of remember it at that time. And I'll explain the context to you guys at break.
Right, okay.
But I don't know. He just sent me this, and I'm like, if I would cut it, that's probably what I would go back to. It was real short at the sides, and on the top, it was a lot shorter than this, but still kind of longer than the sides, and it's still kind of like combed over.
I mean, kind of like my hair, like right when I got it cut.
Yeah.
Like I just had the all short, combed over on the top.
Exactly.
It's a move.
Yeah,
it's a move.
So I've been thinking about cutting
whatever you get, Devin, we'll support you 100%.
Well, I don't know what to get. That's the problem.
You just gotta be careful with your hairline.
Pompadour.
Yeah,
could go bad.
I got a decent hairline. I'm not too bad.
So I
just don't know what to do.
4-head or a 5-head? I head that recently. I learned something about that.
You didn't even know it was a thing?
Bro, never thought about it.
Finger measurement. You got 4-head or 5-head?
It's for sure a 40.
Yeah. Pretty much just want to find your...
Yeah.
Kind of look like you were cheating there.
Cap.
Yeah, we can't see it.
Yeah, pull that hair back and
Pull it
show us
up,
the
pull it up.
I'll do that break.
No, do it now, do it
yeah,
now.
okay.
'Cause what if I am wrong?
Yeah. And the whole world will
Nothing
know.
wrong with being a 5-header. It's no problem.
It's only bad when you get to 6.
Okay.
At that point, you
Or if you're like a 2.
better be a monk if you're at 6, bro. How can I lie? Yeah. You better be. You
better be the Avatar.
Mendel. Gregor Mendel.
What's the avatar's name?
Yeah, Aang.
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 Yeah, Aang.
A-A-N-G.
You better be Aang, rocking that 15 head,
Aang. You better have a
Navigating
arrowhead
the
pointing
full
down at you.
navigating the full circumference of his head.
You better activate avatar state if you got a 5-6 head.
Or just be like my dad, don't have hair down the middle of your head. Then it starts like that.
The Dr. Phil.
The wraparound.
Yeah, the Dr. Phil. What do you call it?
The wraparound.
I thought you said like the round the rabbit or
You go,
something.
you go in the barber. You go in the barber shop. Can I get a wraparound porch? I got you.
Can I get the Elmer Fudd, please? I got you.
I saw this one video. This kid got his hair cut, and he like was trying to get like one of those pushbacks. Like I don't know what you call them. Like you kind of like sharpened up.
Oh, the boxies.
Yeah, and the guy did it like right here, like mid of his skull, like where headphones
yes,
go across
sir.
your head.
Yes, sir.
And he like pulled him back and showed him a mirror, and the kid's like, "Oh, you kidding, right? It's like some fake or something." And he's like, "Nah, man,
take it
that's."
off.
And the barber was like genuinely pleased with his work, and the kid started crying.
Take it off. Just shave it.
Yeah, just make me. But the kid was like 15.
Yeah.
He only
Dude,
bald
I've
at
had that-
15.
I've
People were
had
gonna
that
asking you if you had cancer or something.
Oh yeah. I've had that happen sometime. Speaking of, the 2 shows that confused me the most in life were Caillou, the Canadian kid that's like 4 and entirely bald,
Yeah.
which is weird, and then Franklin. You know Franklin?
Delano Roosevelt.
I grew up. Well, he wasn't bald.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He had polio.
Just couldn't walk.
He was in a wheelchair. No, Franklin. It was
From Backyardigans.
no. Well, he was bald too, if I remember correctly. No, he had antlers.
Yeah,
Was that Franklin?
I think.
I don't know. But both those kids were like, Caillou was like 3 or 4 or whatever, like a toddler, just out of the toddler age, I think I'd say. And he was bald. No,
There was a bald kid from The Kids Next Door.
It was
Remember
never
that
addressed.
spy show?
Yeah. Why are there so many bald? Well, why?
It's probably just easier to edit. Think about
I
it.
guess so. But if you're doing cartoons like that, the hair never moves anyways. If you draw a model,
Like they even made
and you
Homer
draw-
Simpson bald.
Well,
that
no,
makes
he had
sense.
the come over, but like I
The
said,
3
it never
hairs.
Yeah,
never
the 3
moved.
hairs.
It never moved. You draw the character, you have your model, and then you just draw all the positions and just move it around. You don't have to move the hair because it's a cartoon. No one cares. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you don't even have to draw the hair if they're bald.
That's true. I guess so. But if you go to the effort to draw everything else, why not? Like if all the other characters had hair, I don't get it. It just confused me.
Bald
Not
lives-
at the time.
bald lives
obviously. I was a
matter.
dumb little kid, but it confuses me now. Bald lives matter. You heard it here first.
It's to you, Dad.
Not yet. He's quasi bald.
Quasi bald.
Yeah, I guess.
He's not full on.
He still has to
shiny head.
shave his hair, so I guess you can't call him bald.
Does he have to wax the top of his head? Once he starts doing that, he's bald.
Does your dad do that?
I'm fairly certain he has at some point. There was a time, and I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. I love you, and you got a look going on. I swear, the beard, it's a fit, and people tell me all the time. I swear.
Yeah, but all the hair from the top of your head went to that beard.
But there was a time, like just one particular part of the day when the sun was just right, and the position that you were in was just right that I couldn't see for a second, and that's how I knew it was a done deal.
Bro,
It was
just
a
one
done
time,
deal.
every time I drive past him, almost crashed my car because of reflections.
But it looks good. I swear. It looks super, super good.
No, it's a
So
good look. It's a
yeah.
really good look.
People tell me all the time that you're doing it good, especially that nice. I think I want to do that.
That
You ever thought
curled
about getting like
mustache.
a nice beard and then like getting like a nice gentle curled mustache, looking like either a diehard Italian or a lumberjack?
See, I want like a really, really thick facial
I
hair,
want-
but I don't want it to grow off.
I want like the ones that like the Greek statues have. Dude, I want one so bad. They look so nice. Like
the
curls, like the thick,
tight curls.
thick,
yeah, like the tight curls of a
so
beard.
good.
I don't know how you could grow that out though.
It's product.
You probably
guess
have to
product.
like actually like do stuff to it more than just probably like actually like roll it.
Like a perm
product.
You could perm your beard.
Perm,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, you'd have to
But
do
you have
stuff
to get it
you
to
could
like
accomplish
3
it.
inches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I don't
those are
think I have
cool.
the color for. Well, no.
I think that those are more
Brown-
for like curly haired gingers though.
No, come on. I don't.
That's
think,
what I picture.
There were
like,
no
when
gingers in Greece.
I think there
Probably
was.
were, but not all of them. I'm fairly certain at least one of those statues
They're probably
was
dark haired.
dark haired. Because if you think about a lot of them over there, they're real dark haired,
Yeah.
like olive skinned, dark hair, brown eyes,
Yeah.
or green eyes, I guess. I don't know if I could do it or not. We'll see.
I don't know if I'll ever be able to grow out like dark facial hair though.
Yeah.
Is that something you can
Well, your
ever-
hair would look pretty good in those tight curls, I think. I follow a guy on TikTok. Actually, ironically, his last name is Sheer. I follow a guy, and he's actually
I
like
say his identity exposed.
no, he's a like a weightlifting influencer. So heck no. But he talks about like the way the Greeks would have done it, which is like just pushes, pull motions, and stuff like that to build muscle and doing all these things and don't get too complicated. For him, it looks like it works, but obviously people's bodies are different. But he literally, his whole thing is literally Greek God Summer. Like that's his shtick. And this man has the tightest curled beard, and he's got like the Marcus Aurelius hair going on, which is like the gentle curls up top, and it's like real neat and cut. This dude is a philosopher. I'm gonna have to look him up. I don't know how you could find him though. Something Sheer on TikTok. There it is. It's spelled the exact same too. It's weird. That never happens.
Yeah.
But he's awesome. I follow him just because he looks so cool.
That's cool.
You ever think about getting a beard, Dev?
I don't think I can grow.
Your dad's
facial
got
hair.
something going on. It
Yeah,
looks
he,
nice.
he can
He's
grow.
got that-
He can grow a nice beard
Yeah.
if he wants to. But I think with just my hair being blonde, like I've let it grow out before, and it's thick. Like it'll be thick and like fine, but it just looks see through. It looks so
Yeah.
scrawny because it doesn't have any color.
Mine's
to it.
not thick at all, and it's like really see through.
Yeah.
So.
So I just don't even worry about
I
it.
feel like mine's somewhere
I like
between.
a clean shave.
I'm not there yet. I'm just gonna take.
I don't think I
a few
could pull it
years.
off until I'm like 40.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna take me quite a few years to get the nice. But there's things you can do now that can accelerate that, like get it to grow fuller right now.
Yeah.
It's just that there's no reason for it. I'll just wait, and if it starts growing in too much, then I'll do something with it. I'm already lazy as it is. It gets so bad sometimes.
Your sideburns be wilding sometimes. Dude,
Today
you
they're
should,
wilding
you
'cause
should do like a month of.
I didn't want to deal with them today.
You should do like a month of not shaving your sideburns. Everything else though.
July will be the month to do it.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. It could just be like, I didn't have time.
Do everything else though, but keep those like just running down. Like try
No,
to
I'm
get
not
them-
going to do anything else because
Oh, bro, get
If
them
I don't-
Elvis Presley sideburns. That's what I'm going for.
no, because they're already down here.
That's fine.
Exactly. That's where you want them. You want them
Just let
sent
it-
down to your
literally just cut it
cheekbone.
straight.
Yeah.
So
Just like
Straight line all
go
the way down.
pretty
Shave
much
your
from
neck.
your ear, this bone right here, the top of your jaw.
okay.
Go out the inch,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then shave
yeah.
straight down.
I'm just not.
Don't have the rocks
Guys.
for it, my guy.
I feel like I
You got pebbles down there,
that
bud?
looks so dumb if I just like did like a weird and then have nothing here on my chin or anything.
Elvis did it. Elvis pulled.
Elvis could sing.
Yeah, and
I can't sing. Actually, I feel like I could sing Elvis pretty well. That man just had nice pizzazz. It wasn't too hard to sing Elvis. You just got to get that low voice. If I wake up in the morning and I decide I want to sing Elvis, I feel like I could.
Yeah,
Your voice,
probably.
you know, voices are just lower in the morning. What about you, Dev?
About what? Facial hair or
Life, bro.
Yeah, how you been? How you been, Dev? How did it
What's
feel
on-
sleeping in your bed finally?
What's on
again,
your mind?
after sleeping in a tent for 5 days?
Yeah, so that's a funny story. But before I go to that, I'll stick with the hair. So yeah, my hair, I just don't know what to do, brothers. I honestly I don't care. Like I'm thinking about
Really?
like maybe I do just like go bald.
See, I don't know. I feel like I've maxed out like all my hairstyles.
If
over
you
the
go
past
bald, you
year.
got to get a beard.
I can't do that.
Don't go bald.
Yeah,
Don't go
You
bald.
look really small if you went bald.
You need hair on your face aside from eyebrows and lashes. I swear.
How about everything
gonna-
but eyebrows and
Do you
lashes?
want? Do you want to look like Mr. Clean?
I'm kidding. I don't know, but I
Rip
think
off-
this summer I'll do something.
Wax off those eyebrows,
It's getting annoying, bro.
bro. Just get rose.
Your hair?
Long hair's not fun.
Just get rose.
I agree. I don't like long hair at all.
You-
Like, it
if you
just
really
gets-
don't care, get the
There-
kickbacks,
What's that?
like cornrows.
Oh,
Yeah, just
Nah,
that's still long.
you can have that phase.
Yeah,
You
that's
can be the
reserved
owner of that
specifically for you.
phase. But yeah, I'll talk about the past week. It was actually kind of a funny story. So this past week was scout camp, and I'm an adult leader for scout camp just because me and my other friend do it. And like we both said, if you do it, I'll do it.
I'm also an adult leader now.
And yeah, are you?
Yep.
Well,
I got my
technically not till we
paperwork done.
redo the. What do you call it? at the beginning of each year, we update our roster, basically.
Oh, yeah, so you got to update the roster.
But,
Y'all draft.
yeah, you still are. Sherm is too.
Well, we have to, like, resend in our charter.
Yeah,
but I have
That's what it is.
We're calling I guess I'm saying I am now because now I've completed my youth protection forms.
Right.
Like, we literally just have to do that. And you can only do it once a year, but
can
Sherm
protect
still be
youths
there
now?
and everything.
What?
You can protect youths now. Fight off like bears and stuff.
No, from Devin and
Yeah.
myself.
Oh, nice, nice.
And others. And other
And
kids.
others. And other kids, yes.
Yeah. But anyway, so we had scout camp, and this year we went to a new camp. I'm gonna get into that later because, well, I'm gonna get into it after this story because like I could go on for a while because I'll probably just turn it into like 20 minutes of roasting the camp.
Well, I'll pitch in when I can.
Okay.
I only went there one day compared to Devin's
Yeah.
5 or 6.
So
Yeah.
we went down there Sunday, and we stayed all week, and we headed back Sunday morning, and then I got back. No, we got back. We went back Saturday morning, and we got back Saturday morning, and then usually the week after scout camp, you are absolutely dead because it is consistent, like 6 hours of sleep in a tent too. So like 6 hours of bad sleep
Lower.
because like
It's lower.
Less.
well, this year for me because I was an adult
Oh, I
leader,
know, so I
we
guess
tried to go to bed earlier.
I mean, me and Isaiah, we always tented together our first like 3 years.
We
Probably would
retired
get,
to the tent, and we'd stay up for another 2 hours.
yeah, exactly.
Probably get like 4 hours of sleep.
Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't leave the fire till like 1 o'clock on average, and then you go and you sit in the tent for like another hour, depending on like who was in your tent. The varied so, and then every morning you wake up at 7 a.m. No matter what. So like you have a very low average of sleep for that week. So by the last day, you are just absolutely dying, passing out, and usually you go home and you eat food, take a shower, go to sleep. Well, you unpack first, you throw your stuff, and you literally just have a recharge day. Well, I was not able to do that, and I didn't really need to. Like, I wasn't that dying because I got decent sleep. I was able to take naps because I was an adult leader while everyone else was out doing camp things. Me and Luke sat under the shelter house and we're just,
they had those
relaxing.
easy recline chairs.
Yeah, the zero gravity chairs.
Yeah.
But so I got back that Saturday. I unpacked it all. I got food and everything. But then we were doing some outside work at my house, which wasn't long, like an hour. But then all of our friends texted us that we have a camper with, and they're like, "Yo, we're having like a little bonfire, and we're just gonna stay up and sleep in the camper tonight. Everyone wants to go or whatever." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to go," because we also had Father's Day that night at like 5. But I knew they were already there this afternoon, so at like 1:30 or 2 o'clock, I went out there just to hang out with them for a few hours, talk, and then because that camper where they were staying at was like right next to my grandma's, and which were where we were going for Father's Day, because obviously we left on last Sunday, so we couldn't do Father's Day then. So we went there and I was staying there, and like it looked like a lot of fun. They're like really enticing me because I was planning on just like going home after Father's Day and everything. But they're like, "Come on, Evan, you gotta come back, I'm like, I don't know, and they did convince me to finally go back. So,
So you didn't go to Country Fest?
No, I didn't. Which I really wanted to. That's the biggest thing, bro.
I did. I went to Country Fest first time ever. I watched the tractor
Square dance.
square dance.
I really wanted to go, man.
Yeah.
I really
I
did.
still-
but
I
they
still
convinced
haven't
me.
went.
I was so
It's-
sad. I was like,
Because I had to work till 10:30 on Saturday night, and I
Yeah.
got home and I was like, I just want to go to bed.
The square dance isn't. I mean, it's not much, but it is kind of cool to see how like skilled just these local guys are at going crazy with tractors. It's pretty cool. That's the only thing I did though when I was there.
because I wanted to go Saturday, especially because I knew the band playing. It was Mark. His band was Saturday night. So I'm like,
which is another adult leader for the scout troop.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's, we know decently well. It's pretty cool.
But then
Saturday night.
Yeah.
The dude was good.
Yeah.
I heard. Was it just one guy?
No, it was a band.
I don't know.
He sang though. He sang
I was gonna say
his
I saw
bass.
one guy up with a guitar singing a bunch of banger after banger after banger. It was really good, but I don't know if he was just like
Was that Saturday night or like Saturday afternoon?
it was Saturday night.
Like 8 to 12. That time frame.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that was.
it had to have been him
Yeah.
if he was up there. Maybe there. I mean, I think everything else was set up. You know, all the other equipment. So maybe everyone was taking a break. He was just ripping into it. I heard like 6 songs from him.
Okay.
Bangers.
Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, that day I really wanted to go to Country Fest, but I'm like they enticed me to, and I've never been, so I was like, I'm still kind of sad that I didn't go, but then again, I did have fun at the camper party because we wanted also to test the camper out. So yeah, I literally had like 6 nights from scout camp of little sleep and also bad sleep. It's not great sleep because it's on a cot in a tent.
Yeah.
And some nights it was really hot and you couldn't fall asleep. So then I got back expecting to take a nap that day and sleep in my bed. I got neither. I didn't take a nap. I kept moving, kept doing stuff, and then that night again, I slept in a camper. And where we built the bunks, so they're not the most comfortable again. So finally, I think tonight will be the night where I get to sleep in my bed for the first time in over a week.
All-nighter at my place.
Ooh. We are playing Magic after this. If we go till 3 a.m. I don't even know what to do at this point.
Might as well just sleep on the couch downstairs. No.
Did you see that thing?
Yeah.
What was it?
An ant.
There was a insect that got on him.
I thought it was a lot
we haven't
worse
been in this cabin for 2 weeks.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like about 2 weeks. So Jacob and I came in here and
Kind of distressed.
we were like sweeping the house. I literally had a broom in my hand, held it up like a jousting lance or whatever. He opened the door. We breached and cleared for about
You're
10,
not
30
really in
seconds.
there.
I'm not in.
No.
That's okay.
He's totally in.
Oh, you barely.
Your ship's
fine.
going to be going down now, boys.
He's relaxing. He's fine. It's doing whatever.
Anyway, did you tell by my face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, like instantaneously, right when I saw your face, I felt it. Like
Yeah.
for the first time. I was like,
Because I
"Oh."
saw it. It was just a black ant.
Oh,
and
that's
I could
gross.
feel it in your neck, and I was like,
I could feel every leg touching, and I was like, there ain't no way. Okay. Yeah, it scared me. That was another problem. I only slept in the tent one night. So many bugs.
bugs are terrible. This is the worst part of
And
the week by
slugs.
far.
Nuh-uh.
Thanks.
You gotta bring the salt, bro.
You always brought the salt.
You gotta bring the salt. That's why dude, you made my day with those song things. I just
Yeah.
discovered those on Snapchat, and Jacob sent. So I had I actually probably would have gone out, but I had college orientation that day, and I got back at maybe like 5 or 6 o'clock. So, and I actually went out and I ate with my mom too, which was great.
It's a nice day. It's a nice day.
So it was a good day, but I didn't want to drive another hour and a half out, and it'll be dark, and then drive back in the morning, or whatever. So I went home and I was doing my thing, and I get a snap from Jacob, and he took a picture of like the whole troop, and I think Devin might have been in there, and it has the music feature on Snapchat just gives you a little lyric or clip from a song, and it just says, "You should be here." I'm like, oh, are you kidding me?
Sitting in this bar with
So I'm like, I'm thinking, how do I respond to this? Because I feel bad, but I want to sing gangster. So I just keep looking up songs that make references to like making money, making that bag or whatever. I keep sending those. And then towards the end, I'm looking up like Jacob just sends so many. He's relentless.
Yeah.
I
So
send him, like
I
apologize and like
I
all
reply
those
with
songs.
one, and it says "Money don't buy happiness."
Yeah,
and that's the song.
I was
Isaiah's
searching
like,
so frantically for the one that's like, but it can buy me a boat.
Oh.
But it didn't have it on there.
yeah, they don't have all them.
Yeah,
on
they don't
Snap.
have them all. Which is so sad. But it is what it is. And by the end of the night, I'm like sending like the song Who sings that? Apologize? Is it Maroon? Or is it shoot, who sings that? You know what song?
I think so.
Too late to apologize. Too late.
Is it that one band that sings "Believer" and "Radioactive"?
Fallout Boy?
No.
Or Imagine Dragons?
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine me dragging these nuts across your face.
It sounds like Imagine Dragons. Okay. No, well, it's a song Apologize. You heard it, and I sent that one by the end of the night. It was so sad. But it's okay. I rediscovered a great game on my phone that I haven't played in a while. Jacob understands the nostalgia. COD. On my phone. And there's a new mode that's basically Battlefield,
gross.
and it's so fun.
That is
dude.
gross.
What, COD Mobile?
Yes.
You know what it is?
Gross.
It's free.
I don't care. It's
And
disgusting.
mobile.
Me and Isaiah were amazing at
Whoa,
it.
I'm still cracked. I
can't get it on my phone.
Get a new phone.
I am. In August, I'm getting a new phone.
Bless up.
Actually, I'm gonna need. Verizon's doing this thing. All right, if anyone from Verizon's listening, bro, come on. You cannot make a commercial that says anyone that has unlimited can trade in any phone
Yeah.
and then deny me trading in my phone, bro.
Yeah.
Just because it's a 5
it's
doesn't
too
mean I
old.
need the disrespect.
But did you say a 5 CE?
no, I should.
Gosh, dang
What was the deal you were looking at?
So I haven't done. So remember when we looked into it a while back? I
a
haven't
long time
recalled
ago.
them, but apparently they're doing the deal again, and now it's for any phone. So I need to call them back again.
Oh, good. You were the
Well,
reason.
I saw that deal, and it says like up to $400 off, I think, right?
Well,
No,
that's
no,
still-
no.
That's still trading in a phone and getting a nice
yeah,
deal.
what it is it's you trade in your phone and then you go in because I did it. I was interested too to get a new phone. I looked up and you select your phone and then
Did
it
you do
gives you
that?
a certain
Are you
price.
talking about like a couple months ago when we looked into it, or
no,
right now?
no, like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so
Like
pretty much
recent.
right now.
For that deal all over, I get notifications and texts on my phone. They're like,
Yeah.
Right now, trade in any phone to get off on the new iPhone 13. So you select your phone and then it gives you a price for how much like your trade-in value. And it's not a bad deal. I could trade in my phone and get $400 off the new iPhone 13, which is like $800. So I could literally get it like half off an iPhone
It's less than I
13 with
thought.
my unlimited plan. But then you obviously have like probably some activation fees, so I'd still probably have to pay like $500, which
The
isn't
prob-
bad still.
That's what I'm saying. My problem is they said any phone, but this
Couldn't-
phone was
wasn't on
not
the
an
list.
option.
Yeah, any trade-in for a discount is a good deal if you can trade it in.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get a new phone, anyways, so
Yeah.
just go with
Well,
Google.
the only thing
new
is-
Google stuff looks pretty good too. Those
My-
pixels.
My dad gets free phones for work like every few years.
Oh,
like,
that's really
to keep
nice.
updated, you know, because it's a work phone, so he puts a lot of hours on it.
Yeah.
So like, and he keeps the old ones and stuff. So usually we just get those hand-me-downs.
That is really nice, actually.
So I might wait for that. I might just buy my own. I'm not sure. We'll see. It's
You
gonna be
gotta
sad,
get
though.
a new phone. We can shred COD again.
I know.
Tear up the servers. They almost banned me. I was too good. There's a tournament now on there.
Oh,
First
really?
of all, when I booted this thing up, I never had to re-download it, like update. Well, I had to update it a little bit. That took like 2 seconds, super fast. I'm like, all right, this is suspicious. I get on there. It takes maybe half a day of just like opening the app every now and then when I had spare time, and it just like slamming the X's, like all the pop-ups and all the new like material and everything. They doing too much over there, man. They're doing too much. Whoever's in charge of that, nice job. You're on the
Activision, calm
grind.
down.
You're on the grind. Slow it down. It was too much for me. You about gave me a seizure, okay? Too much. But it was still fun.
My
All
phone's
the new
getting
modes
to
are
the point
fun.
where it can't open Clash Royale anymore, only on good days.
Oh, no.
I don't know if I can do that much longer.
Yeah.
I just need a new
I
one.
wouldn't know how to handle that.
But I mean, at the same time, it's
Just-
functional.
It sends text.
Might as well
you
keep
get
it.
you
That's
get
how mine
calls.
is, bro. There's a few apps that I can't get. That's all right.
It's all right.
don't need 'em.
Snapchat, Messenger, Instagram works.
TikTok,
just think-
YouTube. I mean,
YouTube. I'm chilling.
I've had this weird thing recently where I'll whip my phone out and I'll like do something on it, and I'll just think like, dang, I'll think of like a cartoon or something that's like, I don't know, like Beyblades or like Pokemon. Think Pokemon. Like the world pretty much revolves around those devices that identify Pokemon, gives you all the stats. Say that bug's getting close to you again. Getting all the
God, last
stats.
time.
Yeah. Getting like, you know, all the stats on the Pokemon. Like the world revolves on this
The
little device
Pokédex.
and this little like ball and like this whole weird little system. But like it's not so foreign of an idea because these things are like a number one tool for a lot of people. Like it's a tool that you have always with you, that you always use for a lot of things.
Easily.
And like without it, your life would be so drastically different. It's just weird to think about. From that aspect of like you look at a show or something like something really high tech or whatever, and it's like wow, like civilizations were built around like those things, and that's basically what the show's centered around in a way. And it looks so foreign, but it's not. You
Yeah,
just have
it's
to think about it because we're so used to it.
That's an odd little
Yeah.
food for thought.
Food for thought. Give me food.
For
I give you food, or I give you thought. You give me
Actually,
food.
you got me a Warhead. Remember that?
Yeah, I got so excited when I turned. Like I remember we went to the store.
Hopefully they're all not decayed.
I got so excited.
Open
and
it,
I turned
bugs just
around
come
and it's
flying out.
warheads, bro. Well, it's all black right now, so I am like, I'm risking it.
oh, you just reach your hand in there instead of pouring one out.
Because
do
he,
it the
is,
right way,
he
bro.
has smarts.
My man.
That was nice. I don't think it caught that little.
Dude, this couch
Yeah.
supports the worst posture I have ever felt.
Yeah.
Look
no.
at me right
Kissing.
now.
Yeah, I see that.
Look at this.
I'm doing okay.
You're a perfect rainbow.
Bro, I'm literally
You're a
an
banana.
arch.
Parabola.
But you also have like the
I need to sit farther back. That's better.
you have the armrest as this, so you're kind of in that center,
Yeah, I
that
can
middle.
put my arm here,
Yeah,
and
you
once
can,
your
like,
once your
milk
arm and
yourself.
shoulders stationary, like you can't do much.
Yeah.
Pull one of these. Hang on. Wait,
Anyway,
wait, wait.
we got to end this segment. We're
Wait,
going
wait.
to take a break.
Stop,
Eat
stop.
our warhead. Are we eating?
Warheads for
Real
the
quick.
next segment.
Real quick, real
Yeah,
quick,
yeah,
real
we
quick.
could do that.
We'll catch you guys in the next one.
It'd have been cool if you didn't pick up your microphone like that.
All right, and we're back with the second pod. not too much has happened since then. Weird person came in, just like waved this like stick around, but aside from that, nothing much. But
I know Devin wanted to talk about scout camp, so
yeah, he was like really excited about that.
Yeah,
so
if you just wanted to get us rolling,
yeah, you had a lot to talk
I'll
about.
kind of pitch in when I can talk.
Yeah.
Kind of quiet today, I guess. But speak up, big man. You got it into the mic. All right. Well, we'll just move on.
I guess I don't just keep going.
Got anything to talk about? I mean, I can kind of touch on scout camp.
The crab! Oh, no.
The fireplace ain't Gucci. That's for sure. Oh,
I didn't know if it'd hold my weight.
it was trying.
Don't do this at home, kids. Oh.
Oh, I get it. What places?
So anyways, Devin, as we were saying, like, did you have like anything to comment on?
Barry, get off the couch. It's not where you. It's not where you belong.
No animals on the couches, please. Adorn the king.
For those of you who are only listening, you missed something that
Yeah.
was pretty
Oh, yeah.
funny.
Awkward.
Go back like 3 minutes if you're confused and look at the Spotify video. Awkward.
So yeah, actually start with Skull Camp, I
Yeah.
guess. Or don't.
Should I name drop? Like, should I just like say the camp, be like my honest thoughts, or nah?
Did you already say it?
No.
Just
Oh, you said. Oh, I got you.
Just
Yeah, man, do whatever you want.
I
Bro.
could just say it was a new
I
camp.
support you 100%. Until I don't. Just
just don't name drop, I guess, because
Yeah.
we're going back there next year.
We might. But anyway, went to this new camp this year. It wasn't terrible. Let's not like make it like that. But
he's about to say some horrendous things about it. If he
well, I can
that.
actually give a bit of a backstory, which is kind of funny, but kind of not. So obviously, a common misconception, not a misconception, but a rumor about Boy Scouts, like kind of not now, but like 50 years ago, was like child molestation with the Scoutmasters. You guys heard that, right? Like that's people say that or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
why we
a
have to
rumor?
take all the. That's why we have to take all the child protection.
Well, I
courses
mean,
and
every
everything.
place has that, but like it's just been extra that like Scoutmasters or whatever. So recently there was a lawsuit filed where a whole bunch of money had to be paid from the Boy Scouts to, I'm not even sure what. I haven't done that much research on it, but I know that every council in the Boy Scouts of America had to pay their share for this lawsuit because obviously just the Boy Scout national group can't because they're not that big. The council's the ones with all the money and where they have all the camps and everything. So our old camp was in the Miami Valley Council, and the reason they had to close down that camp is because they had to sell it
Ain't got
to
no
get money. Because so the new camp we went to is in the Black Swamp Council, and that council is pretty wealthy. They have good money, like cash. You know, they're
Liquid assets.
they're doing pretty good. Miami Valley Council, their money was more in land. They did not have much money cash. They were kind of broke, but they had a lot of assets and they had a lot of land value.
Frozen
so
assets.
for them to pay their portion of the lawsuit, they had to sell off their land, and that land was the old camp. So we had to go to this new camp, and it wasn't terrible, but I wish we could go back to the old camp. We have a lot of so the biggest thing was it's so far away.
Yeah.
Like it is a mile.
Which, I don't know how to like perceive that because it's just kind of how they built it way back
Yeah.
when.
And it's
maybe are we complainers because we had to walk 5 miles?
It's probably more of a common thing for it to be more like hikes
Yeah.
when you go to places.
Yeah.
Our old camp was literally like 2 minutes away. You literally
And we had
walk
the
out of our
perfect
camp.
spot at our old camp.
Yeah, it was nice.
You really walk out of your camp and like go through a little woods that was like maybe 100 feet long, and then you would be in the center of everything.
Yeah.
This new camp was like a mile walk from our camp to the mess hall, which is kind of like a big center area. So it literally was like a 20-minute walk each way whenever we had to go somewhere. So it kind of sucked. And just overall, everything was a lot more spread out, like because there was a big lake and there was stuff all the way around the lake. So if you wanted to go like shoot rifle, archery, or shotgun, you had to walk all the way around the lake.
Well, kind of how it was. Like our old camp had that big center plaza, but it was
Yeah.
grass.
Yeah.
And you could walk through it. This other camp was made the same, but it had about half-mile wide lake in the middle where you
Yeah.
can't just go through it. So
In the middle.
yeah.
Pretty well in
So
the middle.
everything was around the lake. So anywhere you had to go,
You walked around the
you had to go around the lake.
Usually.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Another big.
Invest in kayaks next time.
There's not
Bikes.
like docks though. Like I don't
Yeah.
even think they'll let you put in your own kayaks.
Oh, I was gonna say like you don't need a dock, but if they don't let you,
Yeah, they probably
Yeah.
wouldn't.
But another
Shame.
big complaint we had was you had to pay for ice.
Yeah.
At the last camp, they just had like a couple big ice machines where you'd go in the mess hall,
Yeah,
and you just
you had
grab some
machines.
scoops, and you'd fill
Well,
up
at the
your
last
jugs.
camp, they took it personally if you didn't have ice.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they would swing by and check, like, you guys have ice. They would tell you it's like it's
Ice
gonna be a
and
hot
water,
day
yeah.
today. You need to have ice.
copious.
Yeah.
But at this camp, even though this is like one of the hottest weeks of the year, there was like 4 days of heat advisory because it was gonna be so
Yeah.
hot and humid. It literally it was like 97s, but felt like 104 for multiple
Right.
days, and that you had to pay for ice. You had to go to the trading post and buy your ice, and half the time the trading post wasn't even open; they were closed.
Let alone the
because they were
trading
short-staffed.
post 2 miles away.
Yeah. It was ridiculous. And so on the first day, us adult leaders, we talked to some of the camp people that run it, and we're like, would it be possible for you guys to, like, because they have gators and golf carts, like, to deliver ice to camps, like, once a day, just bring a bag, you know, so you can keep people hydrated and cool, and you guys, it'd be a lot easier so we wouldn't have to carry the ice. And like, yeah, we could definitely look into that. We're like, all right, never happened all week. And I even think we brought it up twice, like, are we still working on that? I was like, yeah, we're working on that. We're thinking about it, whatever. Never happened. So that was ridiculous. The mess hall is way smaller and way older than the old camp. We used to have at the old camp what's called a quad, and it's a whole bunch of flagpoles.
It's awesome.
Yeah, the quad
was
was
pretty
one of the
cool.
coolest
It
things.
was pretty cool.
Like the mess hall was breathtaking in its own sense
Yeah.
because it was just a massive like
The
lodge.
mess hall was awesome. The
Yeah.
inside was
And
beautiful.
then downhill you have the quad, which you could like look at out from the mess hall, and it's just amazing.
Yeah.
it was a sight to see. That's for sure.
But this new camp had 3 flagpoles, and they used one for the American flag, the center one.
Well, yeah, the quad was lined. Like the quad was made up of loads of flagpoles. And it was
Yeah.
super nice to see. Like
Like it was an actual
they
quad,
had-
square
yeah.
of
Yeah.
or rectangle of
yeah, they had the
flagpoles.
American flag. They had the Ohio State flag. They had
The camp
the
flag.
camp flag. Well, and pretty much every year they had other nationality flag
right.
because they had
Yes.
Forgot an international,
international scout
counselor. Yes.
Yeah.
that would come over as a counselor, so they would raise that flag too. And
And then that was
you
on
had-
one end. Then I believe the other hand had a bunch of
Well,
historical
historical.
flags.
Yeah,
Like
so the
past
other one's
Ohio
historical, and then
flags
on
and-
either side, the other 2 sides were full of troop flags that you
Yeah.
all every single morning you'd come and you'd line up for like 15 minutes or so, and you'd raise those flags. You get the bugle, the pledge, and all that
Yeah.
fun stuff.
Like
It was-
each troop would get to hang their own colors.
dude, it was awesome.
awesome.
You know, half the time they were hung upside down, but it's kids. But it was awesome. So it's such a sight to see. And when it was all like they were up the whole day, and then evening you brought them down. It was super ceremonies twice a day, every day. And this one had 3.
Yeah, but they used one. They had an American flag.
And they
And
just
we
used
didn't
the
do
one.
anything. We went around and we all stood in a circle around it while the
They had
color
a
guard
bugle?
went up. They did have a bugle.
Nice.
They did have a bugle. That was pretty cool. He wasn't the best, but it's
Neither
not
was
an
the
easy
other one.
song. It's fine. What do you mean?
The other guy wasn't the best either.
Yeah, that's true. This guy was worse, though.
Oh,
This guy was worse. But he played on an actual trumpet, too. So I don't know how hard it is to play, but it didn't sound very
let
easy.
Dev rip it up.
That's what Luke said so many times. Like, Dev, go up there. You can be better than him. I'm like, I'm not doing
Yeah.
that.
That'd be fun. I watched Monsters Inc. recently, and now I really want to learn that song. You know the song I'm talking about.
Like the intro song.
So fun. You play trumpet. We gotta do that sometime.
All right.
We need someone with a clarinet. That's all we need. We need a clarinet, a sax. Learn it, please.
Volunteer.
I've actually been playing it.
My
Yeah.
goodness, we need you.
Free
so
time
much.
piece.
Yeah.
You have the hard
my
part.
sister plays clarinet, so I just use hers. I learned it. Wait, why are you guys not taking me seriously? I did.
You're learning.
Because I learned. Because I work
Please.
at night now,
Yeah.
so I just play it during the day. Like for the first hour I wake up.
Stop joking.
Yeah.
Because I really want to learn this. I want to play it, and I'll get money for it somewhere.
I don't cap.
Hey, does the restaurant you work at have any space for someone to play? I'm actually
Yeah.
looking to play.
They do bands out there quite a lot.
I'm actually
on the
looking to
patio.
play. Like just walk up and like do some jazz in the background, make it nice and soothing, making an environment.
Yeah, they do outdoor. They do
Venues?
like events, and it's like
Right.
a band. But I guess if you wanted to like set up
If I just like
a
contact
guitar
and be like,
case and casually play some jazz,
There's some sax.
I'm looking.
Yeah,
I'm
you
looking to
wouldn't
continue
mind.
playing because it's so fun. And now I can do if I think of a song or if I hear a song I want to play, I can look it up and just learn it and play it. Like there's no restrictions. I don't have to spend most of my efforts learning a band song or anything like that. So I can just play it. And I can freestyle. I figured out I'm not bad at it. I need to get better.
I mean, you'd have
But
to
I can
come
kind
in-
of just like. play
You'd
it.
have to come in and like show the golf pro that you're capable. After
Easy.
that, I'm
I
sure
know.
that he would be willing to do something.
Oh, yeah, I'd be glad to do that. But I'm literally just thinking like, what can I lose by just going around restaurants and asking if I can just play a little bit? A place we worked at last summer, they have a spot if they clear one table out, but I don't know if they want to do that. But it would be the environment to do it at.
Yeah,
It's Italian, so it'd be kind of cool, nice setting.
Yeah,
And if they get that outdoor venue going on, that back alley that they bought, that would be a nice place to do that too. But just thought. But you got to learn clarinet, and when's the last time you played the trumpet?
Not that long ago. I play with the lemon eye every once in a while.
Good. Oh, I have to do that too.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
got
do
the
that.
I got the email for it, and I was literally reading it, and then it just disappeared, and I can't find it again. So I'm just gonna have to contact them, I think, or get a hold of
or
them, or whatever.
just we'll just bring you to a
I'll
next
just
practice.
I'll just yeah.
It's
That's
very
a good idea.
informal. Just if we'll just like, yo, this is their.
he wants to do
graduate.
alumni.
They'll be like,
Yep.
they'll get you on the email list.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Cause I was definitely on it, but then it disappeared, so I'm gonna have to get a hold of it again. I don't know if I accidentally deleted it or whatever. But that's besides the point. Sorry about that, guys.
No, I think that's really all I had about going back to scout camp.
Well, one
Slugs.
thing they did, they had this like probably like 50-foot long suspension bridge,
Probably longer, way longer than 50 feet.
100 foot, 150 feet. I guess it went over.
Probably
a-
150.
Was it longer than the wood path?
It went over an
Leading
entire road and an entire river.
from-
Or creek bed.
like
Like a 20-foot river and a 15-foot road.
oh,
But like also there's some gaps in between. It was
Yeah.
probably 150 feet.
But it was pretty. I mean,
it's pretty cool.
that's the first time I really been over a suspension bridge, so it was pretty cool.
I
It's
ran
really
over a
rickety.
suspension bridge before.
Yeah,
Sucks.
yeah.
Sucks.
No, it's awesome running over it because every step just propels you forward.
No. I've raced over a suspension bridge before with other people.
Oh,
The bounces are all different times, bro.
That's just
and you're in
dangerous.
spikes.
That's
it's terrible.
That's just dangerous.
And the thing about this suspension bridge was it's two pieces. It's a large bridge. It's maybe 100 feet. It's two pieces, and they're slabs of cement that are like on this weird axis that the suspension gives it. So you step on the other one goes up a little bit, and this one goes down. So the one side of yours goes up, the other one goes down as a result, and stuff like that. It like creates this little hump in the middle of it. And you step in the hump, and then you go down, the other sides go up. You know, basic suspension. But when there's like 30 people trying to get through, and it's about as wide as this cabin, doesn't work out too well. Because like whoever the first person to step on it, they're perfectly fine. But after that, it's a free for all. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point ever, because it's an annual race, someone might have fallen off and into the river. It was miserable. I don't think my hips have fully recovered. Because you go to take a step, and then it'll be gone, right? Where you think your foot's going to land, the bridge will be gone. It'll be lower. And then you're like already falling. You get that feeling like when you think there's an extra step when you're walking up, and you like super stomp on the ground, except the ground's coming back up towards you just as hard as you're trying to slam on the ground.
It's just like a bad bounce on a trampoline.
Oh my! Yes, it's terrible. And then you got to somehow recover and keep running after that.
Yeah, I did not like the suspension bridge. Ours wasn't that wide. Ours was like 2-3 feet wide, just a
Yeah.
single person.
What,
one.
you just got
No,
like nauseous
dog-
on or something?
No, it's just a pain, bro.
Oh.
It would suck to go across.
Yeah, I
you
guess
had to like
I had
go
to-
up steps to get up to it.
I only
just
had to
get
do it
the other side
like
and go
3
down.
times throughout the day, so I enjoyed all of it. Like, because
Yeah.
you probably thought it was cool the first day, then
Yeah.
you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So you just went on 3 times.
After that, it was just a pain. It was just uncomfortable. It's hard.
Did it have
to
a rope
move.
overhead?
No, there had sides, like ropes on the sides.
There's
after that.
one that we went to a trail for cross country. That's not far from here, actually. It's a really nice place. Can't remember what it's called, unfortunately. But there was this quite long suspension bridge, and it was a team, but we were smart. We did like 2 or 3 at a time, and we ran. We had fun with it. And it was actually what you said. It like propels you a little bit when you do it right, and you like time it out with the other person. But this one had a rope going like above it, and then like catch ropes because it was super thin. Was this how your guys' was, or was it wide?
What, like wide? From
Wide
wall
is
to
in
wall?
like you're walking this way and you have like space. Can you walk next to somebody?
No, it's a
No,
single file.
yeah,
It's
single
okay,
file.
single. So this one was single too, and it just had like a rope overhead to grab onto, and then it had like ropes underneath to catch if you slip and fall. So we walked through, and we were probably the first people to go through that in maybe a week or so, and it's outdoors in the woods, so there's cobwebs all over the place. We sent a martyr to go out and tank all of them for us, and they were caked in cobwebs by the end of it. I felt so bad.
Should took a stick and just ran out there swinging it.
Well, they did, but the stick only does so much when like everything in front of you is a web. It's just
We just
got
got to go in a nice circular pattern, like hit it with cotton candy.
Well, you
the
know
cotton
what,
candy
dude?
swirl.
If I was the one with the stick, I would have done it, but I wasn't the one who drew the short straw, so I didn't have to deal with it.
Yeah, but under our suspension board, there was an actual path you could take where it had a little bit longer route because instead of going like straight across, it kind of like snaked around. I almost always took the path when I could. I still felt like it was faster, especially if you were with other people. There's only a 10-person max. So once they get to 10, you have to stop, wait for them to get all the way down the other side, and then they yell all clear, and then you're allowed to get on.
I got cut off at 11 one time, and I was like, bro, because I was like alone. Just sat there alone. Yeah. Everyone had to walk across. They couldn't even wait for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, one of them could have hopped off and waited, but then you should have like.
But then they would have been by themselves. Oh, and
no,
we could have waited
with. But then you could have been. Savage.
But you can only go one direction. It had to be the 10th person though, because you can only go one direction.
It had to be the last person.
That's true. Yeah, it was a one direction travel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could go both directions, just not at the same time.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's what
just
I'm trying to say.
One direction.
At one time.
Ever.
No.
Yeah.
So you just went over across it once, and then like, well, I guess we're stuck here.
Yeah, you're wrong.
No, you take the path back.
You're wrong, Isaiah.
That's how traffic works. Well, I know I'm wrong.
Oh, okay.
Guys, I'm not that bad.
The one thing that was great is we met a dude there named Carter, and Carter's this bigger guy that we didn't know. We didn't know his troop or anything, but he was absolutely hilarious because he did not care. He had to have been there forever. So one rule is you're not allowed to have hats in the mess hall, and which at this mess hall was called the Meech Way, shortened for Meech.
To say what their Kit Cricket was called too.
Neotech.
Well, why?
Nicotay.
Yeah,
Nicotay, sorry.
Why? Is it like a native?
Probably,
American?
yeah, it's probably some history.
What's the Meech deal? I'm confused.
I'll get to that. So his name was Carter, and a big rule was no hats in the Meech Way, no hats in the mess hall. So Carter would walk in, yelled into the entire mess hall, "Hey, yo, no hats in the Meech, bro!" And it was so funny because he would go up to people and tell them to take their hat off. Like, he would get out of the food line, walk all the way across to the other side of the Meech to tell counselors and adult leaders, like, yo, take off your hat, bro. No hats in the Meech. And we would watch him do it, and it would be hilarious. We were dying. He would farm people once they would get off the food serving line. He would sit there at the end, like people are getting their food, sliding across. And as soon as they get it and they done, they turn. He's sitting waiting there. Yo, no hats in the Meech. He sat there for like probably 5 minutes, just getting every person that walked through. It was absolutely hilarious.
I was talking to a younger scout, and he's like, yeah, I finished my food, and I like, just because he took his hat off, right? He sat down, ate his food, he was about to walk out, so he put his hat on, like, just in muscle memory or whatnot, and he's like, this man teleported to me like a ghost. He appeared next to me, put his arm around me, he's like, no hats in the Meech.
He was a demon. He was like, I literally, there were so many, it basically, we like thought of it as his job. Like, we would see someone, and then like someone else would do it, and like, you worked hard enough, bro, you take a break, Carter. And he's like, I got you.
Oh my god.
He was so funny. And then just everything, like, so at the like second last day, they had what's called they had like a little festival or whatever, where it's just a bunch of games and music playing, and the Cupid Shuffle turned on. So, to the left, and Carter jumped out in the middle of the quad, or their flag there, where like everyone was, and started doing the Cupid Shuffle by himself. In front of the speakers, just music playing. We all start dying, and I go up with him. I go up next to him, so it's just me and him. I do it for not long, like maybe 10 seconds, just laughing. And I'm like, bro, how long have you been here? You do not care. He's like, yeah, I've been going here like 7 years. I'm like, that explains it. Because he knew this camp like the back of his hand. Like, he would literally go up to counselors, which are the people that taught you this stuff, and tell them, like, yo, take your hat off. Basically saying, you're an idiot, bro. Take it off.
I feel like by the
so
time
funny.
that I was done, we were done at Woodland Trails. I was at level 2. A lot of them stayed.
Like when I'd recognize like a counselor, I'd be like, Chris, my boy. Sup, dog?
I felt the same way because we put so many years at the camp. Like, you had to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And it even rubbed off on me and Luke. Probably more me than anyone else. Like, I became an absolute heckler. So you're allowed bikes at this camp, and the speed limit was 10 miles per hour, and you also had to have 5 points of contact at all time: 2 hands, 2 feet, and 1 butt. So we would just mainly I would just yell at people. Someone would be like, on your left, and they would pass. I'd be like, hey, slow down, you're going way too fast. And they'd turn around like, I'm not even going that fast. Or they'd drive by like, yo, 5 points of contact, and then they like look around. It's so funny. And then we would walk under suspension bridge, and people would be walking across, and we'd go, oh no, it's breaking. And then the people would stop, and it would shake. And then we're like, watch out for those loose boards right there. And they're like, what loose boards? So funny. I just started heckling because I had nothing better to do. It was
got
great.
out with a lawn chair on like one of the main pathways. Just pretend to have a speedometer.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I know the younger kids.
We got one.
The younger kids, when they were walking back, they were doing like the same thing you were doing. So you just taught them something bad, Devin.
Oh,
because they were taking
That's
it
not
too
bad.
They were taking it too far.
That's their fault. I was promoting
ripped
safe
them.
play.
What did they? No, never mind.
Because like they would like people would, so when you're passing from behind, you like say on your left, and people get over to the right. So the biker would come up and they would be like on your left. They'd be like, hey, like they were taking it too far. Just little kids, obviously. Like I'm not blaming you for it, but they were taking it way too far. The people behind us were getting mad, and I knew it was like all my 5 littler ones.
My little ones.
So I ran in front of them and I was like, if I hear another word like that, you're going in your tents and you're going to bed.
The little Shermlings. Is that what you had?
Yeah,
You called it a little
Connor
troop?
was part of them.
The Shermlings.
I never heard him do anything like. No one else said anything like. Around me, I was the only one that
Oh, yeah, I
ever
didn't
had
know.
any fun.
Oh, Shermanites.
The first like 2 bikes that passed, I was like, okay. Then the third one, I was like, I already told you to stop. Then that 4th one, I was like, all right.
What were they doing? Just like jumping out in front of him, kinda.
No, just like screaming at them, like
Just
hollering.
yelling?
Yeah, like they're like, you have to say where you're going. Like just screaming at them, like viciously.
They sound angry.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, did they yell at him for not saying on their left or on their right?
Yeah, but they were saying it very loudly.
Okay. Then yeah, I'd say because you can yell at them if they don't say anything and they just whip past you. You're allowed to rip on them. Like, yo, you gotta stay on your left, bro.
Yeah, but they like genuinely sounded mad.
Oh no.
And like they were like yelling at like there's this one older kid that passed by and he didn't really say anything about it. I'm like, guys, if he wanted to, he could beat all of you, like, even if you're working together.
Dude, I have an hilarious story I just remembered. So there was this kid at camp, not from our troop, no one that we knew or anything. He was from another troop, but apparently he was abusing counselors and literally assaulting them because he wanted to leave. He would
was the
literally
first thing
headbutt
these
counselors.
kids told
He would
me.
go like, I want to go home. And he would try to get kicked out by literally assaulting the counselors. And as punishment, they made him stay. They literally said that, like, as punishment,
awesome.
you're not allowed to leave. And he's like, no! And he literally just kept kicking counselors. Oh, it was so funny.
Oh, that's so good.
That was one of the first things I heard when I got there, and they're like, sure. It was like in the younger group, and they're like, there's a kid here. And they're all talking to one. So then I heard one kid just like broke out above everyone else. He's like, he was abusing counselors, and I'm like, hey yo, what?
Dude, that's like 80% the best part of Scout Camp, or things that like other kids that
Yeah.
you really shouldn't talk and like laugh about, but it's so funny.
Archie, dude.
RG.
RG.
We can't.
Oh,
We
it's
can't.
so funny.
We can't.
Was
G.
that his name?
Archie
May
or
I
RG?
use your bathroom? Yes, the one that we convinced Jacob was his long lost friend.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I feel
just can't remember
so
his name.
bad. I don't know if we talked about. I think we probably have
We
because
may
I
have.
remember prefacing. I just had a little deja vu. I feel so bad, and this kid was super nice and genuine.
Yeah, that's
but
what
he
I
was
would say.
easily
Gullible.
yeah,
Very innocent.
He was very very gullible. And he had moved from a different state, and Jacob and I
Convince him that
In
was
our-
his best job.
in
Not
our
a best friend
youthful-
from San Francisco.
our
from
youthful
San Francisco.
ignorance convinced him that Jacob was his long lost friend from San Francisco, and it got to the point it was bad. Like
Oh, he was
wanted
even telling his dad.
he wanted to skip play dates.
Like-
I don't even know if his friend's name was Jacob, but by the end he's like, Jacob, does your mom still make the same mac and cheese from the box that says like blue and it says Easy Mac?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
You remember the whoa kid?
Yes.
The dude that called me Ryan?
You don't remember
Wait,
that?
what was he doing? Like dumping out water?
Yeah.
Where?
Handicraft.
Well, tell the story.
I don't know
Alright,
if I was
alright.
at handicraft.
So there was this kid that I don't know. He was probably on the spectrum or something somehow.
Oh,
I don't
great
know.
way to start a story.
Well, he is.
I'm sure he's
He
great.
probably or he's like very socially
There's
awkward.
nothing.
And it's
yeah.
just-
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Yeah. Just we didn't do any. Yeah, there
But-
was no gullibility like with RG.
No. So we were sitting there, and another guy in our troop, Ashton, who's our SPL now, he was tasked with him to like go fill up a bucket of water at this well and bring it back. I think it was for pottery.
I remember.
So they could get water.
I remember Ashton describing it.
Yeah. So he goes over, they go up to the well, and they pull up the handle, and they fill it up. And there's a drain, obviously, below. So if the well's on, it'll go into the drain. They fill up their water. He shuts it off, and Ashton's like, all right, you can pick it up and carry it over. He picks it up and just dumps the entire bucket out, and it splashes all over them onto the well. And he just dumps it, goes, Ksh, wow! And he stood there for 10 minutes doing the same thing over and over. I remember looking over at Ashton because I was at handicraft. Ash sitting over there. While he's just sitting there filling it up, dumping it out. Wow! And then we were in the same merit badge, and he sat next to me because it was like 3 years ago when I was like in my final year. I was literally older than counselors there, and then they're like, "This is my 5th year here at Woodland Trail." I was like, "Bro, I'm on 8. I don't even know why I'm here, but I am." So we were sitting there, and he started talking to me, and we kind of became like friends. Like he remembered me, but for some reason he kept calling me Ryan, which no one in our troop is named Ryan. I've never told him Ryan. I don't know Ryan's like.
How many times did you tell me your name wasn't Ryan? Or
Not often. I kind of let it.
After a while, you're just like, "Yep, I'm Ryan."
At the beginning, I told him like, "Oh, my name's Devin," obviously, and he just started calling me Ryan. I may have corrected like one more time, but I'm like, I'm just rolling with it. I'm Ryan. I'm Ryan now. So he'd just be like, "Yo, Ryan, come sit by me at closing campfire," and I was like, "All right." No, he moved up to me. That's what it was. I'm like,
I remember because
gotta
that's
sit
where
with my
Jacob and
troop.
I saw him finally was when he sat next to you.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm sitting with my troop. You can sit by me. He gets all smiley, picks up his chair, he comes over, puts it right next to me, just sits next to me, just like, "Hey, Ryan." That's what he said.
Did he have a bunch of stuff clipped to his belt?
Yes.
Like carabiner
Yeah.
clips?
Oh, yeah.
I can picture
He
it
was
all in my
super
mind.
tactical, bro.
Those kids were the ones that were hilarious.
Yeah.
True scouts.
Yes,
Yeah.
true scouts that had everything clipped to their belt. They had 8 carabiners.
I always felt like that though, because I always had a million things on my backpack. Like I had my water
your
jugs,
backpack
my
was
Crocs, my cup.
I was never prepared. I always had a cinch bag, and half the time there was a hole in it.
If I couldn't carry it in my pockets, I wasn't carrying it.
I brought a
Carried
backpack
anything.
everywhere.
I had a notebook. You remember the one time though? I did a load of prerequisites for a bunch of things, and you didn't do any. We walked in. I had everything prepared, and they're like, "This was Tex. This was Tex." What did G? And he said he was one of the counselors there. We nicknamed him Tex. Well, his nickname was Tex, and he's like, So we'll just pick up at like step 6 after these prerequisites. We'll just carry we'll brush through them all. And I had like notebooks full of like not documents, but like documentations and like research and
Answers.
answers. And I talked to a chairman of the a town council and stuff like that. And I went to a town meeting and stuff like that. He's like, "Yeah, we'll pick up at step 6. You guys did all those, so check those off." I'm like,
I was like, I
Jacob didn't do
I remember
anything.
nudging Isaiah. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we met RG.
Jake was like, "Good thing we didn't do this."
Yeah, and I'm
Like,
like,
good thing no one did that.
it was half a note, like a classic notebook that you could just like buy at like a Dollar General, Dollar Tree, or whatever.
That's when Isaiah decided. He's like, I'm not doing my. No, I'm done. I'm done with this.
I can't. This is too much for I don't have to do it. It's ridiculous.
That year I went ham. I got like 9 Eagle required.
That was that's awesome.
I was getting them for the free, bro.
You were getting them for the free.
When I think of scout camp, I always think of the Gaga ball matches we had. I mean, you know the standard side
Oh
Gaga
my
ball pit, and we
gosh.
were putting like 50, 60 kids in that, and
So
it was
fun.
war.
We need to do that as like a class reunion.
We got to the point where like headshots are out.
Yeah,
You're gonna risk it to hit it
You
that
get-
high where it could go out.
If you get domed
you're
enough
out.
to be embarrassed, get out of the ring. We got to a point where there were like adults in there.
Oh yeah,
Like
3 people
like-
left. People started throwing in money.
You remember
We
Batman?
were placing bets.
Remember Batman?
Yeah.
With a bat, there's a dude came in. He looked like Jesus with a Batman cut off. He was. What is that movie? John Wick with a
Oh,
Gaga
yeah.
ball.
Yeah.
If he
Lethal.
wanted to, your teeth were gone. But he had such good aim, bro. He could have knocked someone's leg like knee backwards. Honestly, if you're
That's a
facing
good-
the wrong direction, you're done.
But it was just so funny because people would be like 3 layers deep, all backed against the wall.
Yes.
And then you have like 4 people. You have like 9 people get
I
out
always-
on the first swing.
I always pictured
people
it.
would like jump up just to lay back on the ball,
Yeah.
fall down.
This is where
That was awesome. We had one pop when someone landed on it because they hit it, they rolled up. Their feet didn't pop it, but they landed on their butt and it went. It was like a shockwave.
This is where the inside joke, if you ever hear me and Luke say it, is we go, "Is that for yourself?" Because so there was this one dude where they're doing a Gaga ball tournament, and the counselor like running it. There you go.
All right, bet.
Okay, I don't.
Sorry about that, guys. It just cut off.
Talking about Gaga ball.
We hit 30 minutes.
I forgot I was on
The bear.
Never mind.
The bear stand.
Yeah, that was the bear. The bear was there the whole time.
Bear was there.
Yeah, never mind. Okay.
Devin forgot to click start on the timer.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anywho.
what I was saying.
Well, play Gaga ball. Super fun. Got real intense. Go ahead.
And so they had one year they had a Gaga ball tournament, and there was a whole bunch of people there, and the counselor there running it was like, "All right, whoever wins the tournament, He was trying to think of a prize. He's like, I'll buy a slushie. That's how he phrased it.
No, he says, "I'll buy a slushie."
Yeah, that's how he phrased it. He says, "Whoever wins, I'll buy a slushie," like on him basically. And then one of the kids, this kid sounded like he smoked 2 packs a day.
Steps forward from the wall of people.
Yeah.
And he was a short, chubby kid, and he had like no, he wasn't bald. He had hair.
He was blonde
didn't.
and thin.
He had black
he was
hair.
thick.
He had black hair, but it was cut like down.
Yeah. He had black hair, a Dr. Phil. Like he had no hair on top, short, tubby. And the counselor goes, "I'll buy a slushie," and he goes, "Is that for yourself?" And that legit voice, me and Luke look at each other. We're like, "Holy, what is that kid on?"
But no, like I don't know if we caught it, but what Jacob was saying was like it would get so crowded because there's one pit for a whole camp.
Yeah,
it gets so crowded that it would be like the whole ring would have like 3 to 4 layers deep of people when you start. And the way I always pictured it, as soon as they started, like you'd hear like if you're in the back, which was usually the safest place to be, because if someone in the front jumped to avoid it, there was someone in front of you to catch, so you're fine.
Yeah.
But like you wouldn't see the ball at all, but you'd hear the chant of like 50 people going, "Gah! Gah!"
Yeah, it was
Ball!
terrifying.
And then you hear like the of the ball just getting smacked.
One person would go out there, start it off.
You hear like
But
intense
what I
music.
imagined it was always like the first wave of people would go, and if you were in the back, it was like imagine like a medieval battle where you just see like legions upon legions in front of you go out and get slaughtered, absolutely
people
demolished,
are like flowing over the walls, getting out.
Yes, and like it was terrible. Like you'd almost have to like pick people up and throw them behind you if they got out, and then like it eventually just got up to your point where you like there's no turning back because you're already next to the wall. You just have to go forward.
The best was
if you're in the front, it's like you're the first line of defense in a battle, and you see the ball going up, and you see the lone soldier just an absolute dominant beast just come out, the apex predator himself in the Batman cutoff, just smack it right towards you, and your life flashes before your eyes. Everything's in slow motion. You barely like weave your way around it, and it kills like 5 of your teammates.
The best was when we started dividing in like troop gangs.
Yeah,
like
teammates.
Like if there would be like 5 people from like 355, we would be yelling it and repping it. We'd be like 355, we standing strong. And there'd be like one person from like 1 or 2 people from Purple Wave. We start ganging up on them
because obviously
get
them
them
the
out.
two best troops there. It got to the point where like if we had like 3 people left from 555, we'd be like, all right, good game.
Like we're just gonna call it. We're just gonna call it.
Bet. Restart. Wrap it up.
Like that's a win for 355.
Yeah, that's a dub for 355. We easily caught the most dubs, dude.
I don't know. Batman guy was from. I don't even think he was from 236.
He wasn't even from a troop.
He was from like 45.
Yeah, he was just someone's dad.
No, he was a kid. He was a scout. For
Batman
sure.
guy was no way.
Yeah, he was like 17 or 18.
He looked
He looked like
34.
William.
He had a beard.
Exactly.
Oh god.
There's this kid that served them lunch all week. His name was William.
Yeah,
and he had like a beard and super long hair and everything.
Liam.
Liam,
not William.
And they said he was 16.
What?
You didn't hear that?
No.
They were describing him to me and they're like, yeah, this kid's only 16.
Who told you that? He's only 16.
Luke.
Cat.
Luke, everyone.
Luke, no
Luke
way.
Chase.
Steroids, bro.
He was not 16.
Steroids.
He was not 16.
Roids.
No way.
They said he was.
No.
dog.
Yeah. Gaga
No.
Ball is probably some of the best times I've ever had. Like, there's so many memories I can recall about it. And, like, games that I've won with, like, 40 people just standing around waiting. You got, like, your troop, like, 5 people from your troop just going crazy. And then, obviously, we talked about the Purple Wave before, but it's a huge troop. And, like, it's almost impossible. Like, if you go up against them in a game, it's almost impossible to win. But somehow 355 pulls out almost every time. But, if you're going up against one guy from the Purple Wave, I don't know what I said, but don't.
It's all right. It's a good thing to do. But, anyways, yeah, I haven't had like that good of a Gaga Ball game since, honestly.
I'm telling you,
Because they never have sand. because we would play barefoot in sand.
Yes.
And it was insane. I mean, no mercy for your body. You would be bleeding.
You'd get blistered up bad,
Yeah.
and you'd go back the next hour.
Oh yeah, like we would all be like, all right, we're gonna go take a break, shower, come back.
There were kids that would
imagine-
clog drains because of how dirty they
Yeah,
were.
Yeah.
Imagine like
They would change
Oh,
colors.
like me.
And imagine like if you're looking at the Santa Gaga pit, imagine it's like a gladiatorial pit where
Yeah.
like 5 rounds before you, like 4 people have died. You look down and there was blood splatter.
What we didn't
Blood,
even
sweat,
mention was
tears.
all the dust cloud that
Yeah.
would come up when we
You
got
know
going.
There was an epic Gaga
like,
game going.
raising
if you
into
look,
the sky.
You could be across the lake and you'd look up. It's like, why the mess hall's on fire, or there's an epic game going on over there.
It was crazy.
It
'Cause they
was-
had the powderiest, dustiest
Yes.
sand I've ever
Yes.
encountered.
It was
And they would
crazy.
raise up. I remember
Well, 'cause
taking
so many
breaks
people
from
played
some
on it.
games because I was coughing.
Breathe. You get an asthma attack.
It's like there's fiberglass in my lungs right
You
now.
get like Matthias from a like whatever troop to like, I need your help. I need your help. Please.
I remember one kid.
Oh.
I don't even know if I should say this, but I remember one kid's playing Gaga. This is one of my really vivid memories. And he goes out in the middle. He's this little scrawny guy. He's like, I am going to commit suicide.
Oh, yeah.
Runs out in the middle, gets domed in the freaking head, falls down. Someone slaps it around to his knee. He's like, oh my God.
He got drilled like 3 times because people kept missing him. He get hit in the head. He's on the ground. They go to hit him again. It's above the knee. It's like, well, we got to do it right, guys. He starts to crawl away, and someone picks the ball, which is against the rules, and slams it behind.
It was like one of those Scott Sterling
He's like,
YouTube videos where he keeps getting hit in the head.
I don't know if he ever legally got out or if he just escaped the pit.
He like
It was
got half
bad.
of his body over the wall, flipped himself over, curled in the fetal position, sat there for a little bit.
They'd start the next game. He'd be on the ground. This actually happened to somebody, but it wasn't him. Someone was on the ground, like resting, taking a breather.
they
You start the
scooped him
next
up.
game. Well, the ball would go flying in the sky somehow. It landed on his head, but it was a different guy. If it was the same guy, it would be insane. It was a different kid. He lost,
But it was
barely.
because this was one of those like third row, back row kids. Didn't get involved very much. He's like,
wanted to be- yeah.
I'm gonna get this first hit. I'm going to commit suicide.
I remember you telling me that story. You just running right in the center of all the hectic. I'm going to commit suicide.
dude,
Gets deleted.
if an adult saw that, everybody in that ring would have been kicked out of the game. Because no mercy. Nobody, not a single soul.
Dude, I swear, there was a
stuck
D1
out for him.
volleyball commit that came out.
Not a single soul stuck his neck out for him.
Scott
He's like, wow,
Sterling.
this kid's like signed. He etched his own gravestone out by doing that. So many fun
That's another
stories
thing.
about
The
this.
new camp did not play Gaga ball at all. That's one more thing.
No
I'm gonna
pit?
miss.
Yeah, but there's like
They
5
did. They
pits
had-
at the new
yeah,
camp.
They had multiple pits, but no one played. But
All right. Well, yeah, we got to get a league going. Gaga League.
Yeah, if we had a good,
We have a pit, but
But
it's nice.
it has like no, it's not very nice because it has like that rubber.
On the bottom?
Yeah, so you can't really dive or anything.
No, it doesn't have rubber.
Yeah, it does.
I thought it had mulch. Did they replace it?
No, it's like the rubber park material that
Well,
they
dig
put,
it out. Dig it out. We got sand.
Put money in that thing.
Oh.
We need to build one. Like
Take the rubber, put it
we
somewhere
need to get
else.
like a sturdy portable one. And just
Fine.
set
Let's
it up
build
at the
one. Let's
beach.
build one.
Yeah, it's
Just
not
hinge
that
it up.
bad.
Hinge it up.
Make it with pallets or something.
But
yeah, you could just build it like a, almost like a what? How I'm trying to think about it. Like a collapsible one that you almost like unfold.
like those
Yeah.
puppy gates. You never seen those
Yeah,
puppy
yeah,
gates?
yeah. That's what
They
I
had
was
one of those
Yeah.
at Camp Wilson in the dining hall.
So you literally just bring it to the beach.
Yeah, that's what I remember about it.
Yeah.
That's where I remember because we were like the only people that were like, oh, Gaga! I'm like, what are you
Everyone's
talking
like,
about?
you guys
Our
know how to play
classmates.
this?
It's like, it's just a ring, bro. No,
Oh, yeah.
to ring. To you, it's a ring.
a
to me,
battlefield.
it's an arena.
To you, it's a ring. To me, it's an arena. That's
Yeah,
gonna
we
wrap
gotta
up.
wrap it up.
That's gonna wrap up this episode. Speaking sporadically, go comment if you guys ever played Gaga Ball and what you thought
Leave
of
a
it.
like if you want to link up and get a league going.
Yeah,
We're looking
follow our
for-
Instagram and our TikTok. You know the socials. Isaiah's a close up piece. See you later.